Hello and welcome to a game called Deep Rock Galactic. It is a fancy, well, no, I'm not gonna lie. It is a game that is just came out of into its official release out of early access just a little while ago, and is heading towards its first official update. And it is also one of my favorite games, possibly of all time. I adore this game, and let me spin the premise for you just real quick. You play as one of, well, these four dwarves right here. They're their own classes, and they do their own things, and they have their own special equipment, special gear, and special abilities that you can use to assign to them to do the primary job of this company, which is to mine minerals, and more fun part for us, kill giant bugs. I'm gonna be
Infestation problems. Automated turret, mate.
I'm gonna switch over to the engineer. That is my boy that I love to use, and the shotgun. I'm more of the shotgun grenade launcher type of man. And how this game works, and the main draw of it, is you're fighting hordes of bugs as you move to these procedurally generated levels. And you can modify and interact with these levels in any way without restrictions, as long as you have the tools to do what you want to do. Every dwarf has a pickaxe to mine things out of the way to collect minerals, or to make paths through walls if you don't feel like going the long way through something. This game is also heavily about movement. Very heavily about movement. You do not want to be standing still in this game. You'll get eaten alive by giant bugs. Why does he still have that out? Switch back, switch back. There we are. Each one of the dwarves has their own special abilities in addition to their guns. Guns are over here. We all get a flare and a pickaxe. Even the flares are different depending on the class. But you have a piece of unique equipment. The engineer has an automated sentry turret. You can reload and upgrade all these various icons over here. And his movement contribution to the party is a gun that fires little plastic foam platforms that you can use to climb on top of and seal holes. Really, it's about as useful as your creativity can come up with. And you even get your own different versions of whatever mine you want to use, and you can upgrade your armor, your cosmetics, you get perks. A lot of customization for what you can do with your characters here, but I think the most important thing I can do with this introductory video is actually show off what the missions are like. So instead of picking a random one, we can go to the assignment board and try and find something that we want to do. Gadgeteer's favorite. Another pickaxe, eh? Alright, I'll take some more pickaxe stuff. And we're going to have our first mission, which is going to be... Alright. It's going to be one with lethal enemies and critical weaknesses, which means our enemies will do tons of damage to us, but if we can hit their weak points, we will do enormous damage to them as well. And we're going to do a solo mission, I think, because for introduction we want to have it as simple as we can make it, but you can have a team of up to 4. And if you're going solo, you have access to a little robot. You'll get to see him in a minute. We're going to go all the way up to lethal, because I'm still kind of shaking the dust off. Your difficulty increasing makes enemies more, well, lethal, obviously, and there's just going to be more of them and how often they show up and all that fun stuff. But you get bigger rewards for doing it. You can see them down here by the percentage. But we're just going to go with extreme for now, just to
Mission selected and locked in.
get back into the swing of things. And you can also go over here to try and get an upgrade from the counter. All of these drinks that you can get from our buddy pal here
By the beard.
these are all just, you know, craftable things you can do for fun with the multiplayer. They don't really do anything, and these are here by default. I have a slammer because I was a supporter, but the one that's important is this one up here.
Rounds of red rock blasters.
Every time you go out before a mission, there's a different special, I forget how many there are now, that have a different effect. This one used to be the one everyone would get all the time forever. They made it a lot rarer, and it would just increase your overall max health, and that is what we're going to go with.
That's the stuff.
There we are.
Yeah.
Now let's go ahead and get out there and fight these big old monsters. Got the dice. I'm glad they added these to the game. Just keep on. There you go. Ah, shit. And I think we're heading to the, is it the sand? There's different biomes as well. Yeah, we're into the salt pits. And the different biomes will have different effects on what enemies can show up, how the caves generate themselves, and what they're composed of. So, salt pits usually have big open caverns in them, separated by long thin tunnels. There's our boy Bosco, going to be helping us out for this mission. Normally we'd have another dwarf we'd want to have with us. They have more utility than Bosco. Bosco's not bad. He can do the really important thing for the engineer.
This is a salvage mission.
Get things that are out of reach
Lost
for
their
me.
mini-mules that
Like that.
dropped out and their lives in this cave.
Now we have to find our way
Try to
down
repair
here,
lost mules,
which we are
get
going to
the
do
drop
by
pod
making little
operational,
platforms.
and return to base. Expect heavy infestation and try not to mess it up like your former colleagues.
Okay. So all we're trying to do is,
I'm totally loaded.
there are little baby versions of our girl Molly right there. Molly is our lifeline back to our home base. We collect minerals and put them into her, deposit them,
Help me, Mike.
and by doing that, we get more materials to upgrade our gear and weapons back home. And she's also where we complete most of our objectives. Ooh, each mission also has random stuff that are not objectives on it. Like those are for different types of peers to get things that could actually be real upgrades back at the base. Or, you know, just for the fun stuff, depending on what they are.
Mining is hard.
There's primary and secondary objectives, and I don't think we're going to worry too much about secondaries. That's just, I don't really do that. Here, actually, we're going to have him do it. He's faster than I am. I am not the driller class. That would just take me a long time. He is a little bit better about doing it. But our mission for here is another crew came here before us, and we have to find 3 mini versions of her, repair them, and get them working again, and find their drop pod to bring it back to base. That is what we're here to do. We can also take out flims or fleas, which are a new optional that was added after I stopped playing for a little bit due to stuff in real life. And from the little bits I've seen interacting with it, it is a pain in the ass to get, unlike the other ones that are kind of just scattered around the map and pretty stationary. You have these, which will fly, like actively try to get away with you, so it's an actual hunt. See, there's one right there. Yep, there he goes. And that rumbling you hear is probably not the level. See, okay, when you start finding pieces of debris from like mechanical stuff, that means you're getting closer to the objective. Or one of them at least. Bosco also has his gun. We are getting really close. It's just like a very simplistic level, actually. It's just a singular cave. But that probably means that the cavern we're going to get down into eventually is going to be enormous, which is not my favorite thing. Because, okay, you haven't seen any of the special and different bug types yet. That one explodes. You can kill it to make it not blow up if you get a headshot on it.
I'm gonna kill you all.
But I have a shotgun, so it very often just kills them outright. We do have critical weakness. We have to be extraordinarily careful, though.
Bosco, mine it.
Bosco. I'm gonna have Bosco do most of the mining so that we get a
One sentry gun ready to be built.
good view and keep our eyes open for any of the other bugs around here. Just like this. There we are. Give me that. Bosco, shoot! These are bugs, even the basic. Uh-oh, that's not a basic bug. That was a Praetorian.
Fire!
Molly, come back
Where
down
is
this
that
way.
dead?
We gave Bosco electrifying bullets, so we get a little bit of extra from that. We're going to use these things slowed down to jump past him and shoot him in the butt.
Pop the big one.
There we are. Alright, let's get this. Put that into our girl here. Pearls are a secondary resource, and I usually run out of pearls because they're not just everywhere. You got to keep your eyes open for those little glowy bits in the walls. Okay, we're gonna move the sentry gun up a little bit.
Sentry gun needs assembly.
Bring that up, and then we're gonna have to reload the thing. This thing does not have infinite ammo. Resources, and staying on top of how many bullets you have and how much health you have and all that is another concern you have in this game, because you do run out of bullets. So you got to get access to that red stuff I've been getting on the walls. The deep red, the spiky stuff, is called nitra, and you need that to get
Let's clear them out.
get more requisition from the company to get more bullets. That thing is the devil. Okay, hold on. Starting to get a little bit crazy. They're coming in from behind us still. Just take the pickaxe down. Try and conserve every bullet you can when you can.
Take care of this.
Alright, we done? We good?
Reload. Reloading.
Load that back up. It's keeping the Bacteria off of us. The grabber right there will straight kidnap us, and then we get pulled away into a cavern and just have an overall very bad time. So we have to repair this. Luckily, we have some backup in the form of our turret and Bosco. Normally, I would be asking one of my teammates to cover me while I do this,
You're repaired.
but currently do not have that luxury. That's one out of the 3 we need to get cut so far. God, I missed his head even in close range melee. Professional miner here, by the way. Let's see. There is no easy way down here. I would love to have oh Jesus
Attack
Christ.
here. Sentry gun needs assembly.
Although I do have this. My grenade launcher has been upgraded to straight up huck
Go get
nukes
him, boy. I got it.
and leaves a full-on radiation field behind itself.
Go. Get to work.
Go ahead and get that nitro while I find a way to get down to this level. That didn't sound good. Alright. We do have... Oh, that's what we're here to find. It's the drop pod right there. Sick. I wasn't even paying attention to my map. We do take reduced fall damage on these. So that didn't kill us, but we are kind of stuck down here now. Also, loot bugs, they're good boys. You don't have to do anything to them. But if you do need occasional extra bullets and gold, they are full of nitra and such, so, you know, if it comes down to it, you can pop a loot bug to get us a few extra resources. Put that there, let's get moving.
Don't waste your ammunition. Come here.
Let's get some more of this nitra because we are going to need these bullets.
Got no flares ready.
And I'm out of flares, good job. Alright, let's go about getting more of these done. We'll throw some more proximity mines, just have them down.
Now.
That is the grenade of choice that I like to use. People will argue with me and say that the decoy is the only one worth using. I say that I would rather have enemies just be dead with my grenades.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. Something saw me for a second. Big leech. Luckily, boss got my back. I have a perk that allows me to know whenever I'm being targeted by the types of bugs that would just kidnap me and do other things like that. For me, I also have a kidnapping ability, or excuse me, not a kidnapping ability, a charm ability I can add to bugs. Let's lead them through that. Those can detonate 4 times before they're completely out of it. Thank you, Bosco. Alright. We charmed one. Now we have another distraction to help us out. Red sugar is another resource that is health. It's basically, I think, dwarf meth, kind of. Let's go ahead and get this one done. I don't.
You're powering up. Good work.
You just need to get one more. As to where it is, I don't know. I do say extra stuff down here that I do want to get. More of their Hello, Iris. There, in addition to like these extra like things we're grabbing right there, there are straight up good lord. At least all the roly-polies are stuck in this pit. There is other optional objectives that are mechanical in nature and are unavailable to some miners because you're not high enough level. And they add a timed additional objective you can do, and you can stay as long as you want to down here. The only limiter is how much ammo you have. There you go, Molly. Stand still for just a second. I have so much nitra. I should be fine for bullets though. So if I ever find the additional objective that I was just talking about, I will probably do that because the rewards you get are unique to anything else that you can get outside of like weeklies that you can do. I could.
Go, Bosco.
Can you get these things first, Bosco? Are you good enough for that?
Could need an upgrade.
Maybe. We'll find out. Have fun, Bosco. We have to make our way back up. We could just use our pickaxe to mine around, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that. If you see me not reloading chronically all the time, it's because I have a perk that automatically reloads stuff for me. So if you're one of those people who is really insane about just keep your guns reloaded like I usually am, that would be why. Okay, so we found another one of these, which I guess we'll just collect really quickly.
Platform.
Come on, there we are. We will just need to find where to put it, and that should be good enough. Before we throw it down, let's make sure it's not up here
Weapon
anywhere.
ready.
Hold on. I think that's it, way over there. Just huck that away. Take a little bit of fall damage there.
Mine it. I
Taking
need
a
to
little
be
bit too
alright
much
here.
unnecessary
Right
fall
now.
damage, but it's okay. We have a nice break in the bugs to actually breathe. On lethal, I believe it just never stops the whole time. And
Mine it.
that's... I wanted enough action to keep everything engaged, but I don't... I heard mine almost go off. There it goes. I guess it's not friendly to my charmed friends. Uh-oh. Get away, Bacteria. That's not what I wanted to see. Goo bomber. I'm gonna be spreading that nasty gunk everywhere. We're almost ready to be done with this as long as we can just get to this other mule. And after every objective there is a part 2. Usually that objective, the part 2 objective, is run away. Trying to get back into the dropship before it takes off and leaves you here, because the materials that you get are priceless, but there are always other dwarves they can hire, apparently. So you need to get back to the ship before it takes off, leaves you here, and you are doomed. But for this one, we have to defend the ship, and if we can get it into working order, then we can use it to get out of here. So we're stuck defending the mules and the ship. Thankfully the mules are functionally immortal. Sentry's still taking shots at something over there.
Well done.
Oh, hey there.
Go. Get to work. Boom, baby.
I don't think I can hypnotize the bigger ones. Let me get closer. Nope. We can just shoot them. And now we go tell Molly to head back to the new drop pod we have over there. Oh, oh, oh. Let's get rid of all of these resources. Put those in Molly. Jump back. All right, old girl, head back. And we're gonna go try and fortify this spot best we can, because while it's spooling back up, repairing itself, we are going to have to
Remember, you can always deposit on the
fight
side of the
a
drop
horde of
pod.
monsters going after our blood. Luckily, it's not too far away. We're gonna reposition. There's so many loot bugs over here. That's so strange. I've never seen so many loot bugs in one spot. That's so fun.
Establishing a proper connection between the pod and the space rig. Set
Yeah.
up the uplink.
We have to find wherever the uplink is. I do not see it. Let's get some higher ground. Where's the uplink? Alright, hey, welcome back everybody. We eventually found the container. The reason I couldn't find it is because the damn thing somehow got hauled all the way over here. It was actually this one we found earlier on that we thought was just a clue of how to actually proceed from here. No. It's the actual thing right there, which is a metric pain in the ass, because we have to stay within the area around it to actually keep the thing turned on. And so we have to defend this two-way tunnel somehow from the horrible Gribblies above. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to call in a resupply over right here and try and pull our sentry gun back to us. It took a long while to find this thing. I eventually just... Steve, you gotta move. Okay. That will kill things that it hits, so something to keep in mind for poor Steve here. Let's go ahead and take one of those, and then we're going to go ahead and repair here. Hold on. Put a grenade. Put some proximity grenades there. And if I could, I would like carve out a hole in the side of the wall or something to use, but I feel no compulsion to do that. That would be a huge amount of time spent to kind of be doing nothing. So we've got about that much done. we're gonna have our gun built here,
One sentry gun.
and we're gonna try and stand right on
Sentry off.
our thing right here. So hopefully, with those two factors, proximity's guarding this way, the proximity's guarding the way behind it. It will not be enough to stop everything, and I'll have to handle a lot of it myself, I'm sure. But at least one of these directions, I can just huck a nuke into it and be fine. Or so I hope. We'll see.
Triangulation initiated. Do not leave the triangulation zone.
And here's the fun part. We have to stay
Connection.
within
We only got
this
one shot at
green
this.
zone over here. They may get confused and be stuck over there on that side of the wall, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. Oh, they are coming from above. Oh no. Through the resupply. Okay. Got it.
Need to stay inside the triangulation zone.
Yep.
Get back in
Yep.
there.
Yep. I know. Is there anywhere where it's safe in the zone?
Leave the
No, there's not.
triangulation
I'm just going to take the
zone. We're
damage.
losing you.
Can I plug that hole?
Please get back into the triangulation zone. We risk completely losing your signal.
Crap. Alright. Alright, and the longer you stay out of this, the longer you are just kind of boned. Okay, so hole plugged, nuke dropped. Let's go ahead and get some more bullets, I think. And get another proximity mine there, and then one here. Whew. Let's just make absolutely sure that hole was plugged. That was horrifying. Man.
Triangulation at 75%, almost there.
Luckily, at my grenades and my damage, I have a perk that reduces all friendly fire by 50%, both for myself and for other people. So I didn't get completely blown in half by my own abilities. I heard a big noise. Alright, and the way back is... We made our own shortcut, which we may take. Oh, more friends. And we lost our Steve, which is very, very sad. Alright, that's done.
Triangulation completed.
Thank God.
Remote control reestablished. Stand by, sending in fresh fuel cells for the drop pod.
Alright, so now they're going to do an airdrop of some sort. I don't know where it's going to come down. Hopefully it'll give us a little map marker. Proximities are working out pretty well. Ow, that hurt. I can also shoot my turret and make it do extra damage, like that.
Let's show them some pain. Reloading.
Can I get some time to breathe for just a second to resupply? Thank you. I want to get more of these proximities because we're having enough to call in another one, which we will do. It'll work for me.
Be gone.
Hit him with the powerful pickaxe strike to take him down.
Getting more ammo.
And then we go and try and find our way back to this area, which we are going to go ahead and just run right on past. Say hi to his butt, pop him twice, critical damage, making things a lot easier for us. Now we can take the shortcut we made to get back. We just decided to go through a wall at some point because it was so much easier than like looping and climbing and going all around. Get as close as we can. Shoot them in the glowy bits as usual for most games. Come on, show yourself. Or not, whatever. Just, you know, leave me alone.
Flares are recharging.
Alright, looks like we have one that's reasonably close to the drop pod for once. We're going to go ahead and pull another one of these down
Roger that.
and just
Supplies
do a
arriving.
sprinkling
Sticky grenade.
of sticky grenades. And get to work on this. You know, hold on. I'll put you over here in this corner.
Sentry gun ready to be built.
Try and guard our butts from the horrible things that are starting to happen to us. Reload. How you doing? And then we go ahead and do this, and after we get this one set up, the drop pod should start a small countdown, like a minute or so, where we will have to hang out in this area. And, well, we don't have to hang out after we prepare the fuel on. We have to get back to this area, because once it finishes spooling up, again,
Fuel cells
they're just going to
charging.
pull the
Stay
drop
close
pod
to
back.
keep them operational. We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
I'm sorry, boys. This is cruel, but you got to get out of here. You're blocking sight lines. Where's inventory. And critical damage, making this like a sniper rifle if we get the right bits.
Come and get me, you disgusting spot!
Oh, fan the shots. Go on. Keep it coming in.
Reloading!
Fuel
Reload
cells
the big
at
gun.
50%.
If we see a big old clump, we will go ahead and hit them with the nuke. But, hold on, where is it?
That's warm!
That's gonna matter a whole lot. I hear them coming in and saying hi.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed. Weapon ready.
Alright. Goes out. We're doing okay. I don't know where the big storm's at. Maybe we've like lowered the local population enough.
I'm not scared of you!
Fuel cells at 75%. You're almost there.
Yep.
Reloading!
Working out so far. Anything else? No, there's not really. This is pretty good. I'm sorry, little one.
Open!
God, the critical weakness is making this so much easier. Lethal, it sucks, but they're not constantly storming me, so I'm actually doing okay. So we got a net gain by getting the critical weakness stuff going on. Do we still have our boy?
Fuel cells fully charged.
No, we do not. Alright, pod's powering up.
Hold your ground. We're almost ready to pull you and the goods out.
There's no reason to hold on to nitrous. I'm just going to call in another supply because why not?
Supplies are on the way. Hard reactor.
I feel pretty comfortable getting more resupplies for more proximity grenades and such. Hit him with the nuke. Switch also stuns, lights him on fire, puts him in the radiation,
Onboard
brings him
mainframe
closer.
booting.
And we have a nasty no-fly zone over there now. Reload on that.
Calculating orbital trajectory.
Well, we see one of the reasons I like Engineer. If you like perimeter defense, this is the class for it.
Powering radiation shielding.
We're almost out of here. 20 seconds. Oh, sorry. Occasionally I get caught up in doing this and I lose track of stuff. Where's the gate, actually? I don't even know where the gate's at. Oh, well, that turned out to be unnecessary, but I feel better for doing
Hot
it.
thrusters
Like for
calibrated.
that. Boom death everywhere. Never have
Drop
enough.
pod powered up and ready to leave. It's time to bring it all home.
Alright, let's get our
Get on
sentry.
board, we're
Let's
leaving
find
with
the
or
door
without you.
into this place. Get the hell out of here. Alright,
That's one for the books.
and that is Deep Rock. Get off my ship, Jesus Christ. Anyway, that is Deep Rock Galactic. Show up, do a mission, run from bugs, shoot bugs, and get lost a couple times along the way. Now, usually these missions can go a lot faster than that if you're all coordinated and you know what you're doing. Oh, I got another GameCube. Look at that. And you can do, some people are crazy good at this and can speedrun like really huge missions very, very quickly, and I'm always impressed with them.
Good job. You're making good
Nice.
progress on yours.
Alright, so that is a basic mission. That's an idea of what to expect in this game, but beyond basic missions, we also have these over here. For once you are prestige and proving yourself to the company and all that other fun stuff, you can go on deep dives. Deep dives are like 3 of those missions in a row with no breaking between them, which means you have to get, save the nitra between each level you go down because you're just going deeper and deeper, hence the name. And you have to complete 3 missions with all of them usually being different mission types along the way down. But the fun thing about deep dives is while everything else is procedurally generated, these are made by the developers. These are custom made maps to play where they are difficult enough that you get another try at the same map with your friends or whatever you want to do. And then there's the elites, which are, oh, that's a really good indicator right there, is where you go to die. Some of them are not too bad. I went on a deep dive elite back, I guess last year when they first came out, where it took the group I was with a cumulative 12 tries to finish it because we just could not get it. And we eventually won by carving out a hole in the side of the wall with a driller with the satchel charges. And then I filled in all the gaps with my platform gun, set up my gun, had the gunner watch the entrance with his energy shield, and had the scout running around outside distracting every one of the big ones and sniping people from stalactites and stuff that were too big for us to handle from the front. Eventually they implemented another creature type, the presser. I don't think that one showed up in the video. That is completely invulnerable from the front, so no more hiding in holes that you dig yourself, because it's big and vulnerable from the front, and it does a huge AoE attack which would shred the little bases that you can make. It's a constant arms race with the developers. I don't know where we're at right now. I've been out of it for a while, but I'm sure there's something cheesy that they have figured out. It's always the engineers that break this game. The first time they broke it that was really bad that I can remember is they had to implement gravity for certain things because engineers were just building floating island platforms that ground bugs could not get to. And it was the developers didn't like that very much. But that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed Deep Black Galactic. I love it a lot. It's going to get another update soon. I may have said that earlier. And if you are interested in it all, I would wholeheartedly suggest that you get this game. Support the developers so they can keep putting out more stuff. Because I do not want to see this game die anytime soon. The community's great. I don't think I've met a single toxic person while ever playing with anybody on the multiplayer. Even whenever we lost that deep dive over and over and over, we didn't have anybody rage quit except for once. It was just us. Three of us sticking together, hanging out, and then after we finally beat the thing, we just hung out and chatted in the bar, drinking and dancing to the jukebox for a little bit, just to have fun and revel in our success. Such a fun little game. But I think that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, I'm probably going to be doing more Deep Rock videos. Just take a change of pace from the slower tactical stuff that I've been doing, those like XCOM and Divinity and such like that. Just to get a breath of fresh air here every once in a while. And if you really like what we're doing here, consider subscribing to the channel so I get that proper feedback that the algorithm needs to make this stuff relevant, you know? But that's it. Take care, and I'll see you next time.